see. Oh, we got a movie for you today that's pretty good. The Chef, a movie called Chef from 2014. You probably already got seen the cover coming in, but it is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and talk about this one. This is about a chef that come out of college, chef school, early favorites, and got himself at a job at a fancy restaurant and was cooking the the restaurant's food, which wasn't very good. And then he gets in a fight with a food critic, which was pretty good. Uh, they did he was always trying to change the menu, and always he said he could cook whatever he wanted in the kitchen, but it turned out all he could cook was what was on the menu because the owner didn't like it. But they had three guys in there in the kitchen and all that stuff. And after he got in a fight with the chef, the critic came by two or three times, excuse me, to talk to him, to write a story on the restaurant and how the food was. And he first learned how to use Twitter. Oh, yeah, the chef was divorced and had a kid that was involved in this. Yeah, and a girlfriend, pretty one too. But he was just basically trying to change the restaurant, make things better, so he could cook what he wanted and be happy instead of cooking the stuff that the restaurant wanted. He got him a pig and was going to serve that. He got cut down by the management. All kinds of things that he tried to do when he was there. Then. The second time the food critic come by, the chef, because they were fighting on Twitter and doing all kinds of fun stuff like that, which is always fun. I like doing that. Getting on Twitter and riling people up and then seeing what they'll do. Not all the time. I do it once in a while. But you'll find me on Twitter. It's under my name. I'm not hiding anything. You guys can see whatever you want about me. You just got to go look it up for yourself. I'm not going to chase it down. But anyway, the Carl persists, wanting to do his own menu. And then the store manager wanted when the critic was there the second time, because I kind of got off on a tangent. The critic was there the second time, and chef wanted to do the big fancy special menu just for the critic because he wanted to prove that he could cook better than he did last time, because the food at the restaurant was kind of boring and stupid. And it wasn't really good, according to the critic in the show. So that night, he got in an argument with the manager, and they fought for a good 20 minutes in the movie, and then he ended up quitting. Walking out. Then the food critic was blasting him on Twitter, and it was really funny how that went. This was a good comedy, good show. Then he ended up trying to find a job, finding him a secretary. His ex-wife tried to help him find a job, and then she gave him a job as a nanny so she could go down to L.A. from New York, or New York, or anyway, back east where they were at. They went to L.A. so that her first husband, he's the second husband, his ex-wife's first husband, was down there, and that was Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. there, acting weird and all kinds of crazy stuff, but he does that anyway. He's kind of weird and crazy anyway. Then what happened there is it was they went out and did to the lounge and took the kids with them and took their kid with him, and they were all running around doing crazy stuff, and the show turned out to be pretty good. They were doing the show. He was talking about Cubano sandwiches that he wanted to wake up his son for so he could eat one, and his ex stepdad or ex father-in-law told him that his was better. Then by the movie count the next day, he had to go visit Robert Downey Jr. and he had a food truck. He gave him the food truck, or Carl bought the food truck. I wasn't sure about that, but it doesn't matter. He got it anyway. Then they spent a day or so cleaning the food truck with the kid, and then the kid was complaining about cleaning hotel pans. They had a big old fight about that. That was fun. And then his sous chef showed up, and then they had to put a piece of machinery in there. My phone's going nuts. Girls are giving me a bad time again. And it doesn't matter. They can wait for me. Then he gets the truck all cleaned up, and there were some Spanish people there that wouldn't help him until the Spanish guy showed up, his sous chef. And then the rest of the movie, they drive the truck back to where they came from, home, stopping and selling. They stop at the beach in California, Santa Cruz, it looked like. Then they did a big photo shoot with the cop and had to move up the road. Then, meanwhile, the kid was tweeting out their location and what they were doing, and look at the line, and building a fan base for the truck. Then, by the time they got all the way back to New Orleans and all that stuff, they had a fan base, was making pretty good. And then, at the end, him and the food critic make up, and everybody lived happily ever after. So I highly recommend this movie. It was pretty good. I would show this to the kids, no problems. That's how good it was. It turned out to be a real good movie. See, this was produced by... Oh, there's a lot of producers on it. Open Road Films is the distributor. Now, I haven't heard of them, but they look like they did a pretty good job. They weren't trying to put any feminist message in there. This is more about family, which is, that's the kind of movie we really want to see, because that's the kind of thing that we should do to bring the country back together, is to get people thinking about family, making families, being part of a family instead of being separate and break glass walls. Anyway, so we're going to keep on going here. This thing was released March 2014, March 7th, 2014. XSSW, wherever that's at. And then the 9th of May 2014, was released in the United States. Then it had run 114 minutes long, pure entertainment all the way. United States, it was English. They spent $11 million on this and made $46 million. Okay, box office didn't think it was very good, but it was. It was a really good movie. I got it. We watch it all the time here. The digital copy got wore out 3 times. I had to replace it. That's how much they watch it. Anyway, so we'll talk to you later, and we'll see you with the next one. That was fun.